I am not going to respect someone who actively seeks to harm others. I don't care what your reasonings are for you doing it. I don't care how you feel about it. I know how I feel about it. And if someone, no matter the skin color, the sexuality, the gender, what they got between their legs, or what they got in their own mouth, their astrology sign, none of it. If you harm somebody openly and knowingly, and you sit there and admit to it, I will not give you basic human respect in any capacity. So when this Christian situation happened and I saw all these people saying, make sure when you're talking about this, you respect the pronouns, I couldn't help but just pull myself and try to rip out my own ears. Because why? Why should someone respect an individual who sexually assaulted their own mother? And when you try to sit there and justify an answer, understand what you're doing. You're trying to give basic respect to someone who doesn't deserve it. And there are some people who will give you the reasoning of this matters to the entire transgender community, and I would argue no, it doesn't, because I would not be dumb enough to label every single transgender in a box with someone who did that to their own mother. Instead, I would just pick out the bad apple and throw out the bad apple, because I'm a basic human being. Sure, I've made my mistakes in life, but generalizing people is not good. And so I would sit here and say, not every transgender would do something like that to their own mother, or anyone for that matter. There are some transgenders who just wake up and want to be accepted, and they won't force it. They won't sit here and demand it. They'll just be like, hey, I used to be a woman. Hey, I used to be a man. I just want respect. And I could give them basic human respect. I can respect their pronouns. I can respect who they are. I can respect their transition. And that's the end of it. That's how you treat people who just want to be respected and won't do something stupid. And for the people who do something stupid, like sexually assaulting their own mothers, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, lesbian, bi, trans, asexual, queer, no matter, you don't get basic respect. I don't care that you will call me a transphobe. I don't care that your feelings are hurt. I don't care if you're some ally standing up for the transgender community that's being quiet about this. Why would you even step in front of trying to defend someone who did that? I really want to know. I know I sit here and I say things in a certain tone that makes people feel uncomfortable. I get people to turn off my videos because I curse a lot. But honestly, answer me this. Why would you step in front of something like that and make that type of statement? Why should you want to force me to address the pronouns of someone who did something like that? I will never do it. You can't convince me to do it. You can't pay me to do it. You can't get me to sell my soul to Satan to do something like that, because that is openly disrespecting a lot of people, especially and most importantly, the victim. Say what you want, make any excuses you want to feel justified in defending a transgender, but you have openly spat in the face of a victim who had something happen to them. You're not immune to scrutiny because you're a transgender. You don't get special privileges because you're a transgender. If you do a bad, just like a straight person would do a bad, you get the same type of treatment, just like a cisgendered person, just like a straight person, just like anyone who's different from you. Why? Because you're human, and you're a fucked up human. And you get the proper punishment just like anyone else. And to all the people that's gonna get mad at me, or you're gonna sit there and read whatever title I title this video, or you get mad at the thumbnail and you just write that I'm transphobic, let's play this game. Let's use your logic. If I'm supposed to respect someone who did that to their own mother, then I want you to go to every single woman who's had that same thing happen and say you must respect the person who did that to you. You must call them by their name and respect their pronouns and respect how they feel inside, because even though that happened to you and it's an obvious bad, you should still respect them, because that's common human decency. I want to know how that works out for you. I want to know how that turns up for you. I want to know their responses, because if they respond the correct way, you're going to get your feelings hurt. Why? Because you're openly disrespecting a victim to show respect to a perpetrator. And again, just like I did in the last video, if we're supposed to respect someone who does something like that, cool. Bill Cosby, Louis C.K., R. Kelly. Respect them too. Goodbye.